welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 things that happen when you're in that desert wasteland. It can be really painful and frustrating and soul crushing when you are in a season of just waiting and waiting, but that doesn't mean you have to be passive when what you're waiting for, when that breakthrough isn't coming. So number 1, compassion develops when you're in the desert. When I had my surgery and was going through everything that needed to be done beforehand, it really opened my eyes to the medical world and how fragile life really is. When I was in the emergency room, I was with the boy who was riding his bike, and in a freak accident, his life almost ended that day. He was, like 10? Things can happen at any time, anywhere, and it is so important just to be appreciative of the time that we're given. I had a chance to talk to people that were dealing with chronic illnesses and needed medicine to function, and they were so brave and strong, and it was just so humbling and sobering, and really caused me to realize how blessed I really was real quick. Talk about a reality check. It's a world I never would have been privy to because I just was never in that system. I was blessed enough to not have those type of health issues, and so it really caused me to be more compassionate and caring for others. It totally knocked me off of my self-centered universe, and I found myself more genuinely interested in others. I know it sounds selfish, but really in my head I used to just kind of live in my own world and kind of be on cruise control and, get to point A to point B where I needed to go. And it really reminded me of what mattered most in life. And that's the love and fellowship we have with other people and encouraging them. And so that's what I've taken from that. Secondly, it builds character and patience. My husband told me one of his wise words of wisdom, that I'm used to getting everything I want, which is kind of true. With my job situation, with getting through school, and getting, just kind of achieving my goals, I heavily relied on fasting and praying, and honestly, God moved like clockwork. I would do my fasting, do my praying. Within a week, I would have a call for a job offer, or I would get that breakthrough or get what I needed. A door would open up, something would change, and it really helped me build a new habit of being able to wait, of being more patient. Scripture says that perseverance produces character in Romans 5 verse 4. It goes on to say that character is a blessing because it produces hope, and hope does not disappoint us. That mountain, or what looks like a mountain in the time where we're facing that difficulty, could be like Everest or Kilimanjaro. Today we look back and it's a little pebble in the rearview mirror. This season of waiting could also be preparing us for the next stage of our life and learning how to hope and trust in God like never before. And so that character produced in me will help me in the long run, and so I am thankful for it. And 3, intimacy with God. When we're waiting for a job offer, or for our exam marks to come back, or our healing, or for a spouse, we have the chance to become closer with God than we ever had been before. Many people will miss this opportunity because they're chasing down one relationship after another, or busying themselves with all kinds of activities. But if we use that feeling of dullness to press us into God instead of in all kinds of directions, we will find something beautiful there. We will find a deep intimacy there. We will find traits of God, or character of God, or a relationship with Him on a new level that we never experienced before, because we weren't pressed on our knees that way. We weren't seeking it that deeply. So if you are on your knees and crying out to your Creator honestly and sincerely, and sometimes desperately just wanting and needing to know Him, something you might never have done before if everything was all fine and dandy as you were going through your regular day-to-day, don't waste that. That could be a blessing in disguise. It's a wake-up call, and God inviting you to know Him on a deeper level. So don't waste it. Take advantage of that. Hold that and ask Him in that time, what is it really that you want me to see in all of this? What is it that you're pushing me towards through all of this? Because everything is for His purpose. Everything, somebody described it this way, like we're all pieces of thread in a greater tapestry, and because we're just kind of feeling like we're crushed and pressed into other pieces of thread, we don't really see what the bigger picture is. But through heaven's eyes, looking down on the full image, God sees how everything is woven together. And so even this time of waiting and this time in the desert or the wilderness is preparing you for something greater. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.